Hey, Doc, we'll start off with the win last weekend against GWS. You guys are absolutely fine.
Yeah, it was a tough game. It sort of broke open in the last quarter, but we were actually, it was right up until about halfway through the third. It was fairly tight battle, but yeah, we're certainly happy with the way we've been finishing out games across the first 4 weeks. You know, that last quarter's been really strong for us.
I know what sort of answer I'll get if we start looking ahead to premiership favourites and all those types of things, but you get a good idea of what sort of squad you've got now and where you're going to be in the pecking order.
Yeah, not quite. Yeah, I think just the way the draw shakes out, you know, it kind of depends who you hit in the early weeks. So we've got a little bit of work to do. We're not probably exactly where we want to be just yet, but equally we're really happy to be at 4 and zip, and you know we've got a good challenge this weekend to try and keep that rolling.
What do you need to work on?
Well, I think our defence is just a little bit off, and probably their starts haven't been quite where we want them to be. As I said, I highlighted the finishes in terms of our Q4 stuff, but probably out of the blocks, you know, we haven't been quite where we'd like to be. But you know, equally, it's early days.
From what you can see, I know it's still early days, but who is right up there? Who are you guys hunting? If it's not you.
Oh, in the competition? Yeah, well, I think what's happened is the comp just gets better each year, which is great. And I think probably the legitimate contenders list has extended out quite a bit as well. So, you know, I think it probably stretches down to 6 and 7 that could probably see themselves as the ultimate winner of this competition this year. So we'd like to be in that mix, and at the moment we are. So we're pretty happy with that.
So this weekend, Gold Coast, you're going as obviously the favourites. How do you approach your game, please?
Yeah, well, so they're 3 and 1. They're sitting 5th. Their contest numbers are through the roof in terms of clearance and contested mark, contested possession. They're actually number 1 in a number of those categories. So out of the blocks, it's going to be a contested game, and Unley Oval is a smaller ground, so it sort of lends itself to that. So I think, you know, we'd anticipate that, that the contest will be hot, and that we'll have to be at our absolute best in that space. And then hopefully, you know, if we can match them in that area, then, you know, we might be able to open the game up at some stage and try and get that ball flowing and hit the scoreboard.
Milestone for Danielle Pointer. You've been there since.
Yeah.
How do you describe her?
She's unbelievable talent. Like some of the things she does on the footy field are unique. She kicked the goal from the centre circle this year, which was pretty amazing. But even beyond that, you know, from the moment she's walked in the door, she's just been, you know, a joy to have as part of our team, as part of our family. Until this season, she's always flown in from Darwin, and so has been based out of there. So that's a fairly unique challenge in itself to get to 50 games and to be fly in, fly out, basically. But she's moved down this year, and that's probably assisted her in terms of being able to get up the ground a little bit more, spend a bit more time through that midfield, and yeah, she just continues to be a really significant and important player for us.
So on the field, she's so consistent. In terms of a role off the field, in terms of more of a leadership space.
Yeah.
She going to that?
No, I think.
She's not young
Yeah, well, that's right. Well, she is still pretty young, but she's certainly developed amazingly on that front as well. And you know, when she first came into the group, she was fairly quiet and fairly reserved, but she always had a bit of a cheeky grin, and you could see that there was a fair bit of character flowing through underneath. And as the years have gone on, yeah, she just her status and her place within the team and within our footy club has just continued to grow. We're rapt that she's part of our club.
Just a word on the venue as well. No doubt you guys love playing at Unley.
Yeah, it's magic. So obviously, you know, we travel around a little bit across the state in terms of trialling out different home grounds. But every game we've played at Unley, we've had a really good roll up, and you know, it lends itself. It's a tight ground, and it's a pretty good atmosphere when the crowd gets buzzing.
I suppose Sunday a good opportunity for people to really soak in some AFLW.
Yeah. So obviously the AFL Grand Final tomorrow, and so for all the non-Collingwood and Brisbane fans, you probably should forget about that and just get along to the AFLW at 4:30 on Sunday. It'll be a good day.
Finally, just on that, have you got an obvious soft spot for Brisbane?
Yeah, I did play there a while ago, but I played at quite a few clubs, so I've got many soft spots. But yeah, if I was cheering for a team tomorrow, well, Craig McRae, I played alongside him as well, so he's a good fella. But maybe Brizzy would be the one.